Oh, here comes another review video. And this book, I got this book at Barnes & Noble. And what's the title of the book called? Dinosaur Effects and Figures, the Theropods and Other Dinosaur Forms. So the first creature we're going to look at is an unnamed species. Specimen and an uncatalogued. All we see here is Saltopus.
So of course it didn't end there. We skipped a few of the guys' neighboring houses just to get further away and continued on with our business.
Franguellosaurus is Jaguarastensis, also to be another genus name for Herrerasaurus. Specimen PVSJ53.
He said he heard someone moving from behind the trees in the preserve.
Agnosphytes. Very cool looking. This is Spinosaurus shawanensis. So he's like a Dilophosaur, but he's not really a Dilophosaur. And now people are really getting confused to the fact that people think that Dilophosaurs, Cryolophosaurs, and Monolophosaurs are related, but they're not. And here are the reasons why. Because Dilophosaurs live in the same family as Coelophysis. That means they don't have stiffened tailbones, while Cryolophosaurs and Monolophosaurs belong to the Tetanura group of dinosaurs. That means they have stiffened tailbones, so they are not related. Now we have this Procompsognathus, Spinostropheus. This is Dinosaurs. This is the Ceratosaurus. Technically a very uncommon dinosaur because there are barely even fossils of this guy. Sarcosaurus. Cryptosauroides. Bolosaurus. Now this guy is brand new. So it's an unnamed abelosaurid which lived in present-day Brazil. Specimen URCR44. And this is Tarascosaurus salupicus. This is actually to be the first abelosaurid to live in the northern hemisphere, while most abelosaurs like Carnotaurus and Majungasaurus live in the southern hemisphere. But this guy was discovered in Europe. This is Edmarca rex. Magnosaurus. Now this is actually our redo of Spinosaurus aegypticus. And I bet like Gaming Beaver would be like, why isn't he bipedal? Why does he look like he has small arms and smaller legs? Well, because this is actually our base reconstruction, our actual reconstruction of this giant creature. And the fight between T-Rex and Spinosaurus would have not happened at all. And then we get another unnamed creature. Specimen MPC 2001/200, and its informal name is called Winonyx. So this is Saurophagonex maximus, technically a rival to Allosaurus. This is Xeanosaurus. This is Giganotosaurus carolina. Concave Venator. This is Siamotyrannus. Actually, to be a tetanauran that lived in Thailand. This is Spinosaurus. This is an unnamed Cocorodontosaurus specimen NHMG 8500. I hope someday in the future that they discover more. And then we got Megaraptor. Imagine Gaby Beaver's disappointment being like, it says Megaraptor, why is he here with the Dromaeosaurus? Well, that's because Megaraptor is a mistake name for this guy. Because they originally thought this guy was a Dromaeosaur because they thought the long claw on his hand was thought to have been a sickle claw that belonged to the foot of Dromaeosaurs. But now it's mostly placed in the Basilosaurus before Tyrannosaurus. This is the Hyversaur. Specimen P27469. This is D-Long. Oh, and look, the king of the dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus Rex. So technically there's actually 3 types of Tyrannosaurus species. One is Tyrannosaurus Rex, a Tyrannosaurus Rex robust unnamed species, and a Tyrannosaurus Rex gracile unnamed species. So the robust unnamed species is Sue, while the gracile unnamed species is Stan. And this is Quintosaurus, are also known as Pinocchio News, and actually an average-sized Tyrannosaur. Dinosaurs. Nickwebasaurus. This is Bonapartenicus. Parvacusaur. This is Dinosaurs, Cheloniformis. So there's actual fossil evidence that there's more Dinosaurs in North America, because they actually found a Dinosaurus set footprints in Alaska near the Preston Creek Formation. And this is Spinosaurus. But the bad part is that there's only 2 species of Dinosaurs that were discovered in America. Those being Falcarius and Nothronicus. I hope they actually discover the Dinosaur in the Hell Creek Formation. So technically, this is Giganotoraptor, or people like to call it Gigantoraptor. So it's like finding a mouse the size of a cow. This is Brachiosaurus. This is Austroraptor. This is actually to be a species that lives in Argentina. An actual raptor. And an unnamed raptor. This is an unnamed species. Specimen VG number 231/2. And technically this could be the actual predator to Allura titan, because it's discovered in Russia. This is a Lanchon raptor. Troodon formosus. Technically, I think this guy is actually supposed to be Troodon alaskensis, which is an Alaskan species of Troodon. They are much larger than Formosus. Eosinopteryx. An unnamed creature that was discovered in Australia. Changanjornis. Soroavasaurus. Cratoavis. This is Gargantuavis, the large flightless bird of South America. Spinosaurus.
much worse. However, people tend to give more candy
This is the
to us since we get
Hesperornis.
less trick-or-treaters. And that's the second thing.
And we got an unnamed Hesperornis.
See other people trick-or-treating by us. Mainly because
This is the Stigonetta. I think it's supposed to be like a Presbyornis-like creature.
just Halloweenish.
Plummer-Quiavis.
Spookier though. Walking down foresty roads all alone with your
So technically we're going to be seeing the chronological order of creatures. This is the Mesozoic calendar, the chronologically of dinosaurs. So this is still an under.
Our next house was quite some hike away, but once again, the woman who answered was very friendly.
Avipes, but there's also another Cadillac specimen,
After about 6 houses,
still unnamed.
but you have to realize
Scalamornis,
half an hour to hit those 6 houses.
Megapnosaurus,
Dirt road leading to smaller houses and trailer homes. The first
also known as Incentarsis,
didn't answer.
Dandachosaurus,
Try one more on this road before turning around to
which is actually to be the apex predator.
very appropriately eerie property.
I think like the biggest predator in India, before Rajasaurus.
Glow because of the 4 torches that
We got
lit up.
Epidexipteryx,
There was an orange bowl on the
then we got
decorated
Megalosaurus,
webs of witches, pumpkins,
Bucklandii,
Halloween themes. Besides 2
Archaeopteryx, actually to be the first dino bird to actually have color pigment in its fossilized feathers. And this is supposed to be some
looking smiley face along with
a
an
Megalosaurus ingus, which is supposed to be a Carcharodontosaurus, which lived in Tanzania. So I think this is supposed to be like Veterupristosaurus.
Chris had no choice but to follow us around the house to the backyard, which was a small clearing for the miles of forest that surrounded.
This is Eopangornis, and this is also an unnamed Carcharodontosaurus specimen, MBR2352. This is another Cratoavus. This is Carcharodontosaurus saharicus. Actually, to be like the rival to Spinosaurus, which is much like a T-Rex. Neparavis and another Giganosaurus. Alexornis. Don't get it confused with the one from Walking with Dinosaurs movie. Another T-Rex. So mostly like use our calendars, because our calendars will actually be the base of the timeline of creatures. So so technically, like the different parts of time is actually showing that each time it's different. So the world of the dinosaurs and geology of the past. So we got both Tyrannosaurus and Allosaurus medius, which has lived in present-day Maryland. Ooh, so we got a Maryland dinosaur.
I started to examine the windows. One of them was cracked, the other had blinds closed.
This is another Allosaurus and Halimornis. Giganosaurus, and recently discovered, and 2011 discovered, Oxalia quilambensis. Cratoavus and Alarmaquiavis. This is the largest Torvosaurus species, and is the base for the Torvosaurus in Dinosaur King, Torvosaurus gurney, which was like the alpha creature in Portugal. And we got another Megalosaurus, Pannoniensis. So, and this guy was discovered in France. An unnamed species of bird, specimen NVN1, Iberomosaurus. The unnamed and the Carcharodontosaurus. An unnamed dino bird creature, specimen CMN 50852. An unknown specimen, Well, two unknown specimens.
Back down the paved road.
Two unnamed creatures.
Jordan was throwing up. I'm not sure if it was because
So
of running
this
so
one
much
is
or
specimen
because of the fact that he almost lost his life.
SQU27, lived
I told
in
my parents right away.
present-day
My dad called the police
Sultanate
and asked
of
them to come to
Oman.
the house. My dad then
So,
drove us to the house and happened to be the
so
police
specimen
following us.
PRC61
By the time we got there,
lived
everything was
in
gone.
present-day Thailand,
Everything. I mean the notes, the torches, and the candy bucket.
and an
That house had
unnamed
been vacant for
bird
months.
species, and
Nobody was living there.
Anantillo
It was the perfect
Teo
place to set up
Phoenix.
a murder scene. We requested that
So
the police
another
come
dino
inside and
players,
check,
and
as
alongside
they
it is
spot some of these
Tarbosaurus.
from upstairs.
So what I like about
Turned out
in
they were gone as well.
fossil fighters is that both
We did the best we could
the
to describe
Gorgosaurus,
what happened.
Daspletosaurus, and Tarbosaurus are next to T-Rex because they're both classified as Tyrannosaurus subspecies.
For the info.
Okay.
Maybe you don't realize how sick this world is.
Kiziolcumavis.
Until you actually come into encounter with them.
Rajasaurus, the apex predator of India, along with another unnamed dinosaur, which has actually lived in Madagascar.
My youngest sister and her two friends trick-or-treating. I'm 18 now. I was obviously 14 during the time of the story.
Alwalcaria, and an unnamed species of bird. An unnamed creature. So this specimen is GNSCD 583, which lived in present-day New Zealand. And technically, the Tetanaran himself, Cryolophosaurus ellioti, not related to Dilophosaurus. Nanantius, and an unnamed species of bird. The prehistoric puzzle. So these are technically all the bones, and you'd be like, "What? What happened to the rest of the skull of Spinosaurus?" Well, that's the problem, because originally Spinosaurus was discovered, but a bombing that during World War II by Germany had destroyed most of the skeleton, only leaving bits and fragments of Spinosaurus. Same name with Carcharodontosaurus. And Giganosaurus is known for a bottom jaw. A Tarbosaurus betar right here. With a few fragments of his skull. And Tyrannosaurus rex is known for complete skulls, but few missing teeth. So this is Torvosaurus gurney. Is only known for that part with the tooth. And Torvosaurus tannery is only known for that.
Once again, the front door to the house cracked open. Once again, just an arm came into view for me.
So this is Varanquilosaurus. This fossil is only known for a few fragments of the skull. Dinosaurs is known for almost a complete skull, but missing a little bit of a fragment. Sinornis Epidexipteryx is only known from a complete skull. That's cool.
Barely through the overgrown bushes in front of the house, I saw the blinds to one of the front windows rustling around, and an older man sitting by the window. We continued walking home now. The girls told me the man initially said, "1 second while I go get the candy," and then shut the door. When he came back out, he whispered to come inside to get the candy. I was considering calling the cops and reporting this guy, but I wanted to get home and see what my parents had to say first.
That's a buoy tree raptor. An avian mammoth. Theropod life, the biology. Oh, Mystionis.
We made it back to our house where I told my parents.
Igniornis. Archaeornithippus. And Eubrontes. This one contains Herosaurus ischiowallacensis, Lilian sternus, Elaphosaurus, Ornithomimus, And look, an extinct Dinosaurus.
Maybe even worse, was hiding in the house for Halloween, waiting to lure unsuspecting kids into the house to smash them. And what scares me the most
Okay, now we get to the mechanism of bite force. Ooh, bite force. So we're gonna start with the human first. Well, we're gonna start with T-Rex. Okay, of all the dinosaurs, T-Rex's bite force is so powerful that this bite can actually crush bone. So this could have actually killed Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3.
2 years ago, I was home on Halloween.
Dinosaurus here had a...
Since Halloween was on a Friday, all of my friends were out partying. However, I was doing homework.
Oh, wow.
Not one of my most exciting nights, but I didn't mind too much. I really had to get this homework done anyway. My mom and dad were handing out candy to the trick-or-treaters.
Weakest bite, Erlichosaurus.
My house doesn't usually get many because
The most powerful crocodiles are not for the most part.
because it's not worth their time. Tonight was no exception.
Raptors.
My mom calls me down and tells me to watch the door for trick-or-treaters because my neighbors had
A
come over asking for help with their
hawfinch.
costumes for a party. So my neighbors and my parents
Hyenas.
both went upstairs to work on the
A
costumes,
human.
leaving me alone downstairs.
With the weakest bite.
It didn't bother me
And
because I
Carnotaurus.
finished my homework and could
Toast!
play PS4 while listening for knocks on the door, which was close
So
by.
this is Monolophosaurus.
Trick-or-treaters came in about now.
Not related to Dilophosaurus.
However, around 11
And look, different types of eggs.
I thought it was pretty weird since it had almost been an hour since the last knock, and it was pretty late for trick-or-treaters to still be out. Regardless, I grabbed the candy and went to answer the door. It's important to note that there's a small room in between the front door and the
Unnamed species.
When we answer the front door, we make sure to lock the door behind us
Epidendrosaurus.
so our dogs don't run up and start
Gobipius. Neoxiornis. An unnamed theropod.
There was a surprise
Archaeopteryx photographica.
6'3" tall with a
So
somewhat
this is Balar Bondog, one of the raptors of Transylvania,
not a cheap one either. It looked pretty
which is present-day Romania.
He stood in front of
Oh yeah, look! Diplodocus longiceps and
because it's kind of customary
and Allosaurus fragilis. And this is Anzu Wiley, a dinosaur that was discovered in the Hell Creek Formation.
character and creep me out, and it was working. I was feeling a little intimidated because I'm pretty small for a guy, only about 5 feet 10 inches tall.
So this is a Noasaurus, a Noasaurid, and this one is Daemonosaurus.
I couldn't believe what he did next.
So this is a Protoceratops andrewsi and Velociraptor mongoliensis. So beaver, this is the average size velociraptor, while the ones in the movies are based on larger dromaeosaurs like Utah Raptor and Dakota Raptor.
Have any type of bag for candy
And this became the famous fossil.
because I realized then that he was not there to trick or treat.
This is Polarorinus,
And reached into his pocket.
different types of insects.
I didn't want to look at
And
it,
this
but I was
is
assuming it was
Guanlong
no
wukongi.
idea what to do.
Okay.
I locked myself into
This is
a
actually to
small
be
room with a
early
second member of
Tyrannosaurid.
me holding a weapon, blocking the only
Anatomy of
We all
footprints.
like to pretend and make up scenarios in our heads where we have to be the hero and save the day. But here I was, stuck in a real life situation.
Eustreptospondylus oxoniensis.
I was frozen in fear. It was such a weird feeling, almost like I was
Dinomania.
I had no control over my body. And what a cliche way of dying.
So technically, this was actually Megalosaurus's further older reconstructions
Without warning, the guy takes off his mask and
before he ever reconstructed the biped form he knows today.
can't respond in any way. He then says, I scared you though, right? Completely confused and still afraid, I managed to respond with, yeah, you got me. He put the knife back in his pocket, which gave me a huge sign of relief, and said, I didn't really come here to trick or treat, but can I have that candy anyway? I'm really hungry. I didn't hesitate to give him the candy because he creeped me out, and he still did have a knife. He then goes on to mention how he just left his friend's Halloween party and he saw my lights on and decided to prank me.
And here we go.
Drunk and hot.
Yeah, for the honest review, very good book. I hope maybe in the future we could get the ones about the herbivores and both the sauropods, and even the ornithoceans.
My phone so we could chill soon.
Bye bye.